So it'll be like a big cape with a train, all gathered sort of thing, so it'll be quite delicate, and it'll have a big hood. I'm not sure how I'm going to tie it around yet. And then underneath will be like the high, tight underwear and like a lacy bra. Yeah.
The theme that I'm going with is I want to use lace and quite glamorous materials like velvet, because she uses them a lot in her artwork. And the idea is this celebrity as, I've got three concepts: as a religious figure, celebrity as a circus freak, or celebrity as a fairy tale. So I've looked at those in a few different sort of areas. Just it's kind of with this freak show idea, it's the idea of the clothing as a full show. So there's always something going on. It's quite out there and exaggerated. I'm not too keen on those. Or the celebrity as a fairy tale figure. This idea of this innocence in the outfit, but you can see straight through it. Like you can see straight through a celebrity's show that they put on or something they have in a magazine. It's not real. It's completely see-through. So I've got like the idea that you can see through to the lingerie that she's wearing underneath.
I love the thought of bringing art into fashion because I am an artist as well. In high school, I always did visual art, and a lot of my fashion has to do with art. Like I always go back to art. So I really liked the idea of collaborating art with fashion.
So your inspiration
definitely comes from Heidi. Yeah. All the lace and the hair. Yeah. But in a way, I think that like I already had the way of thinking that Heidi does as well. I'm very.
What's that?
Just like in talking about femininity and like specific colours, laces, delicate work.
But I really want to focus on using sheer fabric so you can see straight through to the underwear that I want to put on her. So yeah, it's going to be this glamorous underwear and this whole idea of celebrity as this beautiful figure, but they're actually pretty destroyed and messed up when you think about it, which is what the artist was looking at.
Girls are installed in them femininity, like they carry around their dolls and all that kind of stuff. And for my short film, I was even thinking about using marriage, like how marriage seems to be like the end of your childhood, the end of your femininity in that respect. So like using Heidi's concept has kind of made me think a lot more. Instead of just coming up with my own thought and leaving it at that, I've kind of rolled on and rolled on and rolled on and come up with something bigger.
I have worked previously with artists before, and I think, you know, when I'm sort of developing those concepts, I actually go to a lot of artists for references. I won't start at fashion, sort of work my way up to it. And I think they do go hand in hand, but again, there are a lot of purists out there that will completely art's this, fashion's this. They can collaborate, but they ultimately can't be the same thing. So I think we're still sort of developing those lines. It's a little while to come, but yeah, definitely this project is going towards those steps to making it happen.
I've always loved fashion. I did it in high school and I want to be in the fashion industry, not as a designer, but I can't tear myself away from design quite yet.
I'm from Toowoomba originally, so Brisbane has already been a move for me. So I'd definitely stay here. I really love it, and I think there's a lot of room for growth in like the arts and in fashion and bringing the collaboration together.
Yeah, it's a long process. It's not going to happen overnight, especially because this is happening everywhere else in the world too at the same time, and they already have the reputation of being far more fantastic than Brisbane anyway. So we really have to sort of, I don't know, be persistent and try really hard.
The laneways are starting to be used now, and it's exciting to be part of the initiation of this process rather than something in, say, Melbourne where that's got a long history. You feel like you're sort of paving the way for the future of Brisbane's creative industry.
I'd really like to, you know, get the hub happening here in Brisbane. Brisbane's, well, it's kind of incestuous, like everybody knows everybody else. It's so, but that can sometimes be really handy. That can sometimes be a great advantage, because like once you know someone in Brisbane, you basically know everybody. So that's really quite helpful in this industry.
I think Brisbane has a really dynamic creative scene because it's not seen internationally or nationally as a hub of creative energy. So people collaborate and connect together to make new events happen.
You really can be based locally and have a reach that is global if you want to, and if what you do is good enough.
So many things are now classified as art, and I think that as long as there's a passion and a story behind what you're doing, I think that that's art. I think that you have to be passionate about what you do, and that is a result of a part of who you are, somebody who you want to be, or something that you see.
So you're very much, there's art in everything.
Yes, I would like to think that there's art in everything.
I'm a very meticulous kind of designer. I have a lot of attention to detail and making sure that that's really an integral part of my aesthetic and that it's perfect. It's a bit challenging for me to kind of disregard a linear system and delve into chaos, which is a bit ironic because I'm a chaotic person. But yeah, it's finding a balance between technique and not being afraid.
Oh, careful, it's pinned.
I'm sorry.
I think instinctively I tend to work in the same manner, and this is with me not having any idea of my end result. But this time I'm looking at doing more draping on the mannequin and seeing how I can utilise what's already there instead of creating something completely new. So that's sort of where I'm at this stage. It may change. Most likely will change.
I don't want to go by the same concept as you, because I know that you're very into the shadows and light and that kind of thing, but I don't want to work with that concept because I feel like it's yours and I'm intruding in your sort of artistic domain, so I'd like to come up with my own kind of thing.
Yeah, have you got any ideas?
No. No, not yet.
Whether it's between art and fashion, I think there are always challenges with collaboration. The stepping on toes, because it is my practice and I'm pretty much giving it away, not giving it away, but kind of giving them, a free run on my ideas and my processes and my techniques. And so it is challenging in a sense to to let go, but also keep a bit, do you know what I mean? So we're getting to the stage where they are possibly adapting certain techniques that could be unique to my practice. Like other people probably use them, but they are something that I have a connection to because it's in my art practice. So I think it's just about getting that balance between bringing what they have to it, using what I have without going too far either way.
I feel like I've come to peace. I'm in a peaceful place with a lot of this now. I wasn't overly impressed, I must admit, in the first week with the brief and the whole assignment and what we're given to do. I felt like there was too many elements, and because I'm so focused, I guess, on building my skills, I really felt it was detracting from my own journey at uni. So I wasn't overly impressed with that. But now I'm just expecting things to kind of work out. I haven't put my garment together though, and that always, when you're literally constructing it, always brings up different challenges. But yeah, I just expect to keep feeding off the artist, keep feeding off the environment that we're in with everyone, drawing inspiration from an artist. And I'm just gonna be really positive and say it's all just gonna work out really well and on time and look as amazing as I think it's gonna look in my head.